So they came out and dropped the Halo Infinite roadmap for fall winter. And on that roadmap, they started talking about what they're planning to release and how they're going to release it. And a lot of folks are like, motherfuckers, we're waiting for the game to get good. Could you stop with the. Could you hurry it up? Because, piecemeal development is starting to become the norm now. In their announcement with the roadmap of the features coming, they also effectively canceled local co-op, saying that they can't focus on it right now, so don't expect it in the near future. Local cooperative play is not going to be available in a Halo game.
I want to
Um,
point out that the head of 343 back when Halo 5 came out was like, we understand Halo will always have split screen co-op from now on because it's vital to Halo. That lie didn't even go one game.
well, technically, he didn't lie. Because on Twitter, mere hours later, it has been discovered by the fans that co-op does exist in the game and you can access it backdoor unofficially by using a glitch found in the menus. And you can play your own local co-op mode that works fine. They've played through a couple stages, enemies spawn fine, everything is going swimmingly so far. Found by Zenny IC on Twitter. Seems like
Yeah, there were,
what you.
the implication a lot of people had was that they probably couldn't get the co-op working on the Xbox One because it's cross-platform, right? They would have been able to get it working on the Series X. They would have been able to get it working on PC, but right? Oh, maybe that. No, they got it working on the Xbox One. It works completely fine. So now no one knows what the fuck's going on. Like why?
Basically,
Like literally why?
there is in 1 minute you can see it involves creating a lobby and joining up with someone online, and then dropping out of their group, and then going offline, and then having a second profile signed in, and then it'll just load up split screen play ready to go
Um,
right there.
so I've been following Halo on and off since I got into it, and I don't know what's going on over there. Like I've followed, you've followed like devs a long time, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
well, how does this go? What's happening? And the output coming out of 343 in the like year or whatever it was for Halo Infinite is so small. I can only imagine there is some kind of either social or massive technical problem that they are just fighting every day on everything because like nothing is happening with that game. It's crazy.
I mean, on a QA level, when a feature like exists like this and seems to be fine, people have not found any crashes or issues with AI or anything yet. There's possibly a massive one that is like just undiscovered, or something that will still, pop up in the following days. Although it's been 3 days since this has been discovered. But like, when something like that gets pulled, it's often because, yeah, there's a large, horrible, glaring issue that'll become obvious to anybody who uses it. The way this is sounding is it's sounding more like a weird business decision lie of lies, where we're just going to
Yeah,
lie to
maybe.
you and tell you that no, fuck off, you're going to play on, we're going to have online co-op, good to go. But offline, nope, not going to happen. And the other sputtering failures and problems that this game has had that I've been hearing about the entire time make it sound like it's one on a pile of many lies they've been telling. And it's
Yeah,
sound.
no, there's some kind of technical thing going on as well because, like, I remember back when the game came out, and for like 5 months, people were like, "I just want a Slayer playlist," and the explanation was that, like, guys, we can't. Like, what do you mean you can't? It's like, well, the playlist thing isn't that easy to edit. Like, what the fuck did you make this thing out? Like, what the hell are you fucking doing?
I mean, it seems as if it's just another, like, a lot of things that happen this way, and every time there's an Anthem or a Fallout 76 or whatever the fuck just anytime there's a horrible launch, really,
Yeah.
you can just look at it and go like, okay, so this just needs it just needs more time, right? You just need to give your people more time, but the state it's in is because as a publisher you're refusing to give them more time. Is that what's happening
Yeah.
here? Um,
I don't know. I'm
like
thinking
we're
of
hearing. I mean, Cyberpunk. We started hearing about the QA stories and the other things going on with it. That was like fucked on a much deeper level. But in many instances, if this is a thing that is going to be patched into a state that would be acceptable 6, 7 months in, or maybe even a year in, but you're just pushing it out the door early because you just don't want to take the hit any further, or you think it needs to start making money prematurely, well, then you can't be surprised when people are fucking pissed off at it until it gets to a decent state.
it makes me feel that there's a situation happening where, because I've spoken to some people about a couple of games, one of which I'm sure you're familiar with, where a problem arises, some kind of problem with the workflow or the engine or whatever. Okay, cool. How do we fix this? And the answer is go back in time 2 years ago and
Mm-hmm.
don't build it like this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I go, well, what do we do now? And the answer is kind of, I don't know.
But there's nothing that is more embarrassing. Well, there's a lot of things that are embarrassing, but one of the most
Oh,
embarrassing
wow.
things
Hold that thought. People are pointing out the April Fool's event for
starts
Halo is coming
tomorrow.
out tomorrow.
September.
Christ almighty.
April Fool's, September. Good times.
Oh, wow.
Good times.
That's wild.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but there's something about, like, I guess just bullshitting your way through like bad launches, and then part of it being just being caught with your pants down when you say a feature's being is you don't have time to focus on it when it already exists. Like this, it's that finding the DLC on the disc in Street Fighter Cross Tekken moment of what the fuck are you talking about? It's all right there. We can see it. Why are you lying? It's your pants down, ass out, taint for the world to see. And
Don't see my taint, please.
and like you're at this point, like you got to be praying that some insane crash of like gargantuan proportions will occur if people start doing local co-op to show you like, look, see, told you. But if it's a flawless feature with no problems whatsoever and you're just lying about it, like they deserve all the heat and then some. Because you're taking away a feature that's also one that I only played a couple Halo games. I don't know too much. I'm pretty new to this franchise. But my impression is that playing locally is kind of an important thing that's been
totally vital.
Definitive to the franchise.
I'm not I'm not a huge Halo mark, right? I didn't have a big history with the series. But when I played, like, co-op at, like, a fucking game store with some dude in Halo 3... Yeah, no, that fucking ruled. Those games are way up there for good co-op. It's important.
Couch co-op is dying for various reasons, but like the one where it's like, no, we made it and we're just gonna pretend we didn't is not. I never would have expected that to be one of the things that we'd be hearing. Someone put the work in and we just said nah.
Don't get caught.
So yeah,
you got caught, huh?
That's a funny one. That fucking
oopsie.
That just went down. Beyond that, good luck to the roadmap. Wonder if we're gonna get a.
The roadmap also sucks, by the way. the like, let me pull it up.
Well, I was gonna say I was wondering if we're gonna get a response to this in the form of like, okay, we will be adding it. Shut up, though.
Season 3 of Halo Infinite coming March 7th, it's gonna have a new gun. What the fuck is like? It is laughable.
Yeah. All I can say is just like, sucks to be a Halo fan. That's a bummer, guys. Sorry to hear it. Didn't have to be this way.
People in the chat are pointing out that seasons in the Halo Infinite were supposed to be 3 months long. Season 2 has been out now for 10 months.
There's a lot of beloved legacy franchises that, as I catch up to them, I find out, oh god, it sucks to be a fan of this
Stop
thing.
here. Stop.
It never, like, all of them. Mass Effect, Silent Hill, talking about Halo right now. Like, every one of these fucking games, dude, it doesn't pay off.
They all fall apart for the same reason. The studio either mandates certain things or they take it away from the people who made them good and give them to other people.
Can't handle the success. Yeah. Yep. Publisher gets inflated.